You want to play, Red? Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. As you know, you compare it the higher your... So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy. Here, I'll show you. Grab... Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's all at my, it's all, so my, this, go. There you, now, it cannot grab your, since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what... Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if it would have, and if my, that's why breaking a machine's All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little, this is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from... It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of... Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can still attack... Well, I think that's enough yammering for me. Promise it'll all come in handy. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about each, and you can... Knowing what building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than... With that and how far they can move, but let's take... All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponent. And that if you can... We've seen... So... Great, now grab... Looks like we've got ourselves... This means... Let's move that machine so we... Let's go... Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage. Looks like... Now, when every... You otherwise... Here... Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece, if you'll note. There's... But I think... I'll see you later, Aloy.
Oh, this'll really boil their broth. I'll add a sprinkle of chili to their desserts. How perverse.
Don't you think I forgot? I never forget.
The glory of
Think,
Mainz.
please. I'll drink you under the table.
Nothing interesting.
Am I lost? Or am I exactly where I'm meant to
No. Why do we travel as far as London or free takeout?
bow? The cards are paying well for dead person.
Exploring cauldrons might teach me how to override these things. I've never seen crystals like these before. Steady my breath. Think about what's next. Looks like some sort of quarry. An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest.
Hey, you! Mind giving me a hand?
It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby?
I can help.
Let's do it.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis's delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going. You know where I can find Erend?
Captain went chasing after more bristlebacks further west.
Just follow the sound of cursing and you'll find them. Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
It's a ruin from the old world. Bet I could find something interesting inside. My focus lost the Vista Point image. I must have moved too far. Okay, what do we have in here? I think I'm back in range of the Vista Point. I could try to find where the image was taken. It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? Nope. I should find another spot. Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here. I think I'm almost in the right spot.
That did it.
Oh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these Vista points were made by... Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wilds.